guys, welcome to another Team of the Week video. This week, guys, I've added actually Friday's games because I managed to catch them all in, and Monday's games as well into the Team of the Week. So basically, I've looked at the performances of players over the course of two games. Some players will get in because of their performance in one game, but generally I've kind of looked at two games and I've kind of picked the team in that sense, which made it harder, by the way, because it's over the course of almost like 2 game weeks as such, because we had obviously full fixtures on Friday and full fixtures on Monday. If you're new around here, guys, please subscribe. It's free. Just click the red button there. Like the video if you like the content, guys, and also hit your bell notification button so you're notified of a video when I upload. You might notice a bit of deep breathing at times, guys. I cracked my ribs playing football a few days ago, so just bear with me a little bit. Only back and I cracked my ribs, so that's me gone for a few months, unfortunately. I was actually meant to go to the Drogheda game, but I literally had no sleep that night, and I tell you the pain. Like, it's actually all right-ish when I'm in one position, but when I start shifting a bit. Anyway, guys, enough of that. On to Team of the Week, and we'll get into the goalkeeper. So first off, I've gone with Mark Anthony McGinley of Finn Harps. Now, Mark put in a very good performance in the game, particularly against this club here, Drogheda, on Friday. Drogheda got a last minute, when I say last minute, was the last kick of the game winner, and it needed to be a class finish from Massey to beat McGinley, because on the day, McGinley was looked like he was going to have one of those unbeatable performances. Made some outstanding saves in the game, really, really good saves. He's a good shot stopper. He really is. And kept actually Finn Harps in it, and they nearly claimed the point because of him, to be fair. As I said, some excellent saves in that match, and it's the second week in a row I think McGinley's in. Right back, and I've gone for James Brown. Over the course of the 2 games Drogheda had, that win in Harps and the 4-1 win over Longford, I thought Brown was probably consistently the best right back. Drakowski's put in an excellent display for Dundalk in the win against Shamrock Rovers, but Dundalk's display against Bows nearly undermined everything they did against Shamrock Rovers, if I'm completely honest with you. Brown probably wasn't at his very best, by the way, up in Finn Harps, to be fair. Yet, I think he was the one that slid through the ball for Lyons, who was fouled for the free kick, as far as I remember. And again, an energetic display from him against Longford. A good performance from Brown is starting to become the norm, if you get me, which is always a good sign. But that doesn't mean he should be ignored by any means. So James Brown again, right back. Left back, I've gone for Robbie McCourt, Sligo Rovers. Very good performance, particularly in the win against Shamrock Rovers, in that 1-0 win in Tallaght Stadium. A man who can play in many positions. Midfield he was known for, but played centre-half for Waterford last season, mainly left back this season for Sligo. But again, just very good defensively, very understated. He does his job and does it well. Can get forward. Isn't the type that's going to whip too many balls into the box as such. He comes infield a little bit, probably from his central midfield days as well. It's a bit natural to him, but defensively very solid, and defended well in this game as well. That's on to left back. So the 2 centre backs, first of all, gone for Dane Massey of Drogheda United. He scored that wonder free kick against Finn Harps on the Friday. But actually, I thought his performance in the 4-1 win against Longford was better overall. It's interesting because he's playing in the back 3, but he has license to get forward, and he often pops up in that space between, say, Connor Kane, who's left back or wing back, depending, and the central midfield. He picks up spaces there and actually gets quite a few crosses into the box. It's an interesting way of doing it, and obviously he's instructed to do so, but he does it well, and led by example, tackled well in the game as well, defensively very good. So Dane Massey, centre-back. I've gone with Gary Buckley, who was my other centre-back, Sligo Rovers. I thought he was outstanding against Shamrock Rovers in particular. What a performance. I think he's the best central defender in the league in terms of performances this season to date, to be honest. His partner, John Mahon, isn't too bad either, by the way. But no, I think Gary Buckley, for me, has been. But this game is brilliant. I mean, he's a midfielder as such, you know, from his Cork days. He's a midfielder, and that means that, you know, his vision is very good. He's good on the ball. He was very good on the ball in this game. But what I noticed in this game is his actual defensive qualities really shone through. Winning headers, getting tackles in, interceptions. Didn't give Shamrock Rovers an awful lot, I have to say. Leadership as well, very good as well. But outstanding display from Gary Buckley. They're the 4 defenders and goalkeeper. I went for 4 midfield and kind of 1 player in behind the striker, by the way. 4 central midfielders, like a diamond formation. First midfielder, Greg Bulger, Sligo Rovers. What a performance. I know he's got a lot of plaudits already. I thought Gary Buckley was as good as him in a different way, different positions, but Greg Bulger was outstanding against Shamrock Rovers. What can you say? Broke the lines a few times, actually, and got a couple of strikes in. But he was everywhere. Like, he was everywhere. I mean, he was in the left back position. He was covering every blade of grass in that midfield zone, defensively cutting things out, getting tackles in. He was possessed a little bit, actually, in this game. He really was. He was possessed the way he played. Excellent performance from Greg Bulger. One of the players of the season so far as well. Big performance and a big win for Sligo in that game. Darragh Maguire, my other central midfielder. Now, Darragh, you know, I think he was going through the motions. I'm going to be honest, the last couple of seasons at St. Pat's happens. It happens. You know, he was a little bit lost, but he's really come out of his shell at Drogheda, particularly the last few weeks. I think he's really shone the last couple of weeks. And I thought he was good in both games, actually, over the course of the weekend, Friday and Monday. I don't know what it is, but Tim Clancy's getting the best out of him. He's getting the best out of himself as well. Just neat and tidy on the ball, breaking the lines, picking up pockets in dangerous areas. But I noticed with him as well in the games, tracking back, getting into good positions. Won't be known for his tackling, let's be honest as such, but he's getting into good positions. Sometimes you don't even need the tackle. You know, he's picking up the ball deep at times and driving at the opposition there. That was very evident against Longford and against Finn Harps, particularly Longford, actually. And yeah, I mean, fair play to Darragh Maguire. I'm delighted for him that he's playing well now. Where are you? Midfielder, Dawson The Void. Dawson The Void, the other midfielder, went with, guys. Despite losing to St. Patrick's Athletic on Friday, I thought Dawson The Void was the best footballer on the pitch. Thought he put in an excellent performance against Pats, controlled the midfield. This is players like Chris Forrester, by the way, were playing in midfield, and Dawson The Void controlled it. Excellent performance, picking up the ball from deep. The penalty he scored, as I said before, wasn't a penalty. It was a free outside the box, but a penalty was given. But he picked up the ball to play a lovely pass out left to Liam Burt, who ended up winning it. So, yeah, I mean, he controlled the game in midfield, tempo, you know, simple, keeping it simple when he can, playing expansive when he can. Against Dundalk, he just drove through them for a lot of the game as well. He played a different way. He played it almost more aggressively against Dundalk, which was nice to see. A different type of game from him as well. And again, really good performance in both games from Dawson The Void there. So that's midfielder number 3, isn't it? Midfielder number 4. And a little unlucky to end up in the losing team against Finn Harps, to be honest. I'm going to put in Adam OReilly. You know, it's a difficult one because I thought he played really well against Finn Harps, particularly in the first half. I thought he got on the ball. He drove forward. You know, his dribbling was quite good as well in the game. He beat 1 or 2 players. And when you have a midfielder who can break lines, it's huge, to be honest. But, you know, Waterford themselves actually played a different game. I was actually impressed. I know they lost, but I was impressed with the structure compared to what they had under Newell and Sheedy. And I did say under Newell and Sheedy that midfielders like himself, like Griffin, like you know, O'Keefe, for example, they're having a chance of playing on that team because they're not allowed to play. But Adam OReilly, like, I think you will see him have a really good end of season as such now, like, because once Mark Bertram's still there, because they played through the midfield in this game and it really suited Adam OReilly, and I was impressed. Very good player, and looking forward to seeing him next few weeks in this structure. Right, I think that's the back 4 in the midfield. I've went for Walter Figuera in behind the striker. The reason why I went for Walter was a good performance against Shamrock Rovers, but an exceptional performance on Friday, I thought, against Longford Town. I thought he was brilliant. Possibly the best I've seen him in the Sligo shirt. He obviously scored a goal, but his performance was very good. Started on the left, but picked up a lot of positions. I obviously think he's very dangerous through the lines, Walter Figuera, when he's central, to be honest. And, when he's licensed to roam, and he was in this game, and I thought, he was exceptional, particularly in this game. So he gets in. Up front, you might try and guess this one, guys, but I've gone with Georgie Kelly. I mean, a hat-trick against Dundalk says it all. Look, you have to give him credit, guys. I know he's got a lot of criticism. He's that top scorer in the league, joint top scorer in the league with Mark Doyle and somebody else has gone out of my head now. Adam Foley, actually. So 6 goals each. But you have to give him credit in this game. He took his goals well. Look, he caused the Dundalk defence serious issue. You could argue for the first goal he got, he shouldn't be allowed to get that many touches in the box with 3 or 4 Dundalk players around him, but that's not his problem. That's not his issue at all. I'm delighted for him, actually, because I love when the players getting a little bit of criticism and might be struggling a little bit for confidence, and they get a hat-trick. The big smile on his face at the final whistle. I mean, I love seeing that. You know what I mean? We're not here to criticise players for the sake of criticising players or people, if you like. And I was delighted for Georgie Kelly to pick up his hat-trick, and delighted to name him Team of the Week, if I'm honest with you, as well. So that's about it, guys. I'll leave the 11 up in the caption there for you to have a look at again. McGinley in goal, Brown right back, McCourt left back, centre backs Dane Massey and Gary Buckley. Midfield, I've got Darragh Maguire, Dawson The Void, Greg Bulger and Adam OReilly. Walter Figuera in behind Georgie Kelly. Guys, let me know what you think. Is there anyone I left out that you would have liked to see in the team, etc.? And that's about it, guys. We'll see you later. Tomorrow is, what's coming up tomorrow? We'll have the review and preview. So Premier Division review and preview show tomorrow. Plenty of stuff coming up as usual, guys. A lot of international content as well next week. And I'll talk to you soon. And I can breathe. See you later, boys. Good luck.